To begin this conversation, let me ask each one of you a question. Have you ever been around someone who's always trying to provoke you? Someone who's always trying to insult you? Someone who's always disrespecting you, always putting you down? Someone who's trying to make you the butt of all the jokes. Someone who's always irritating you. They're always pushing the wrong buttons. Have you ever been around someone who's like this? Someone who doesn't call you by your name, they call you out of your name. They're always negative, always. You see, they're trying to get a reaction out of you because it's really not about you. It's about what they see in you. Don't get me wrong. They see something special in you. They see that God's hand is on you. And so they're jealous of that. They're envious of that because you have favor. And no matter what they're saying, they're just displaying their jealousy. And if you let them get up under your skin, if you let them get to you, they'll pull you outside of yourself. You don't want to do that. You want to remain calm and steady because this individual has a mental health issue. That's all it is. This individual, yes, they have some limitations within themselves, within their skill sets. And so they look at you, and to make themselves look big and feel big, they want to belittle you. Stay the course. Yeah, be calm and be collected. Stay the course. Don't let them get up under your skin because they're trying to. Most of you look at me and you say, well, Donnie, yeah, when I was going to school, this student used to always bully me and always come after me. Donnie, when I was at work, my coworkers are always picking on me like this. My boss even does it. And we know that happens in those places, but I want you to reflect on your family. Because, see, when you look at your family and the dynamics of your family, this happens in your family where your siblings can see that you have something special, that you have a calling in your life, that you have something that gives you favor with everybody that you come into contact with. And they don't like it. No, because they feel like they should have that favor. Now, they're not putting the work in, but they want what you have. They think that you walk around, look at Miss High Mighty. No, she's not high and mighty. She's just putting the work in. They hate it when you tell them about your dreams, that you have these big dreams and you have all these big things that you want to accomplish. That really gets up under people's skin. And your family. Now, you'd think this would be a brother's keeper's mentality in the family. You would think that this is a safe place to share everything and anything. But within the family dynamics, I'm telling you, things can go awry. In the book of Genesis, chapter 37, we have a story about a dreamer named Joseph. Joseph is a young man who has favor with his father and with God. And Joseph has two unique dreams that he shares with his brothers and with his father and mother. Now, my sister would tell you, don't let your left hand, know what your right hand is doing. She called me the refrigerator because I can't keep my mouth closed. She said, see, you're just like the refrigerator. You just can't keep your mouth closed. Keep some things to yourself. So Joseph decides to share because he's excited. Come on, he's excited. He's young. He's excited. He's got these dreams from God, and he wants to share them with everybody and anybody who will listen. And that's the way you are too. When you get a promotion, when something good happens to you and your family, come on, you want to share that. Who wouldn't want to share that? That's awesome. That's good news. And the family should be rejoicing. Watch this. So Joseph tells his family of his dreams. And the first dream is that they were binding sheaves, bundles of grain in the field. And suddenly his sheaf rose up and stood upright. And their sheaves gathered around his sheaves and bowed down to him. Yes, we have a problem. His brothers made the statement, Joseph, what are you saying? Are you saying that you're going to rule over us? You already got favor with Dad. And now you're saying you're getting dreams from God? Is that what you're saying? That you're going to rule over us? And the Bible tells us that they hated him all the more. All the more. They already hated him. Now they hate him all the more because of his dream. Isn't that something? They don't hate him because he's the youngest brother. They hate him because he has this humongous dream. He has this beautiful dream. He has this inspiring dream. Isn't that something? Isn't this family? Isn't these his brothers? Shouldn't they be happy and rejoicing with him? They should be. But jealousy will drive a wedge between any family members, especially between siblings. Well, come on. You daddy's favorite already. I mean, come on. Mama like you more than she likes me. They do more for you than they do for others. You see, this is the things that we get ourselves into. And then Joseph, as if you didn't think he heard enough when his brothers are talking about, we hate you. Joseph goes and tells them the second dream. And in the second dream, he tells them that the sun and the moon and 11 stars were bowing down to him. And the family looks at him and they start shaking their head. Watch this. And the father, Jacob, his father, rebukes him. And the brothers conspire to kill him. I mean, isn't it something? I'm sharing my good news and everybody's upset at me. I'm telling you what God is doing in my life and everybody is upset at me. I mean, to the point they want to kill me. Now, I'm not saying your family members want to kill you, but they want to kill your dream. I am saying that. Jacob, the father, is looking and he's kind of understanding now that God has been speaking to him all these years. Keep in mind, this is Jacob now. This is Jacob, the father of all the 12 tribes of Israel. This is a bad man. And Jacob looks at his son, he rebukes him because he realizes now, probably for the first time, that his son Joseph is finding favor with God. The same type of favor that he was finding years before. The God had his hand up on his life. Now Jacob realizes that hand, that dream, those dreams are coming to his son. So that would be a little heartache, if you will. I mean, come on, it's going to hurt a little bit. And the brothers, of course, I mean, let's be for real. You have to understand their plight. The brothers have been put in second place because the father do favor Joseph. And so they have a big issue now. I mean, you got God's favor and you got dad's favor. And now you're telling us we're going to bow to you. That would concern anybody. And I get it. They're thinking, hey, there's a pecking order. And if anyone's going to be blessed, it's going to be Paw. I mean, Paw should be having these kingdom dreams, if you will. And if Paw's not having them, then it should go in pecking order. Reuben is the oldest son. And so they feel that Reuben should be having these dreams, not you. Reuben should be having this favor, not you. Reuben should be having this blessing on his life, this calling on his life, not the baby brother. And so they are disheartened. They're upset. As if God doesn't know what he's doing. And if they could, they'd check God and say, God, you're going out of order. Because God is all about his order, not yours, not mine. You think they'd be thrilled. You think they'd be excited that their baby brother is having these kingdom type dreams, but they're not. They're disheartened. They're upset. I mean, come on, they're upset. But if you're not careful, it's your siblings. Yes, it's your brothers and sisters. And sometimes your father and mother. They're the ones who will have you aborting your dreams if you're not careful. Be careful hanging around people who don't believe in you, who don't believe in your dreams like you do, who are always trying to tell you that's too much. You're thinking too much. Yeah, it don't take all that. Be very careful. In Genesis 37, verse 19, this is where we find our verse for this particular conversation. The brothers are speaking and they make this statement to Joseph as they're mocking him. This is what they say. They're trying to insult him. And they make this statement. Behold, this dreamer cometh. And then in verse 20, they make this statement in that B clause of that verse. And we shall see what will become of his dreams. See, they don't believe in him. They don't believe in him. They're mocking him by calling him the dreamer. And that's the title of this message. Here comes the dreamer. And the subtitle is, don't abort your dreams for no one. Don't abort your dreams. My wife is a big dreamer. I mean, she dreams all the time. She's telling me her dreams. And one day my brother calls me and he has this dream and he's sharing his dream with me. So in the same day, my wife and my brother are both telling me their dreams. And my brother tells me that his dream is that he's at home and he's looking for his tennis shoes because the school bus is coming. And he can't find his tennis shoes. So he's asked my mother, Mama, you see my tennis shoes? And she says, no, son, I don't see your shoes. And so he's running around the house looking for these shoes. Now, you just have to understand when he's telling me this, all the excitement in his voice, all the energy in his voice. And so he's looking for a shoe because he don't want to miss the school bus. And the school bus comes outside, and he's still looking, running through the house, and my mother's looking, and he can't find him. And then he finally sees him, and he starts putting his shoes on, but the bus is taking off. He tells me he runs out the door, and he runs behind the bus, and he jumps on the back of the bus, and he's going to ride the back of the bus all the way to school. That's my brother Melvin. And then my wife is telling me that she's in this place, and she can see all these lions outside, and she sees this big lion coming inside this door that she's in, and she's trying to hold the door and try to jar the door so he can't get in, but he's so strong. And so she feels herself getting weak and releasing the door. And as she backs up, she runs into another room, and there's a tiger in that room. And the lion now is coming through that room as well. So she's got a tiger and she's got a lion coming after her. But the lion grabs the tiger because he sees the tiger trying to get at my wife. And so she finds herself backing up out of this room, trying to get up out of this room, but she can't because there's no door to get out. And she's looking outside, and she sees all these lions chasing all these children outside. And so she looks back at this lion and this tiger, and right before the tiger gets ready to jump at her, she wakes herself up. Now, I'm asking myself, God, why are you sharing these two dreamers' dreams with me? And this is what God is sharing with me. That when he does something twice, he says something twice, he gives you something twice, he's establishing something. He's telling you to pay attention. Donnie, pay attention. There's something important I want you to catch. You remember when he said, Martha, Martha? He's always repeating things, verily, verily, surely, surely. God is always repeating himself as he repeated the four Gospels in the Bible, in the New Testament: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Because there's something he wants us to pay attention to. So he repeats himself in a lot of stories. Do you still have dreams? Let me tell you something about dreams. Dreams are successions. There's something coming one after another. That's what dreams are. Dreams are of images. Yeah, something that you see, form, resemblance, appearance. I mean, we're all created in the image of God. And so therefore we look like God. Dreams are also ideals, something that you think. That's what dreams are. Dreams are emotions, something that you feel. Dreams are also sensations. Yes, something that you sense or perceive. You see, all these attributes are of images and ideals and emotions and sensations. All these occur involuntarily. I mean, you can't make this happen. But in your mind, during certain stages of sleep is when it takes place. Do you realize that when you sleep for 8 hours, that 2 hours of that time is spent dreaming? You're in la la land, as they call it. You're in dream world. And your dreams range from normal to ordinary to surreal and bizarre. I mean, our dreams fluctuate, if you will, such as frightening dreams. You know, if you let a child see a scary movie before they go to bed, they wake up crying because they have a nightmare. They had a bad dream. Dreams are exciting. I mean, Joseph's dreams were exciting to him. They're magical, if you will. Dreams are melancholic. I mean, dreams can be adventurous and dreams can also be sexual in nature. When you look at the events of your dreams, you think that you have some type of control of your dreams, but you're dreaming. So you have no control. But there are some dreams that's called lucid dreaming. And that's when you're dreaming and you're self-aware. You can feel your dreams and you can wake yourself up sometimes. Like my wife woke herself up when the tiger was about to get her. I mean, I've woken myself up several times in my dreams when something bad was happening and I didn't want to see it. It's like, whoa, hold, stop. That's called a lucid dream. So we have all type of dreams. We need to make sure that we're not taking our dreams for granted because dreams mean something. Now, if you're having a lucid dream where you're self-aware, I mean, I get that one. But every once in a while, you have a dream that catches you off guard. You realize this is not something that, this is too big for me. That's the time to pray, to ask God, what are you trying to say to me? I mean, what are you saying during this hour? I mean, you spoke to Joseph. What are you saying to me? Most of the dreams in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, in the Old Testament, most of the dreamers are also in the Old Testament. Remember the dream of Jacob's ladder, where Jacob seeing these divine beings, if you will, going up from heaven to earth? And then you have King Abimelech, who's warned in a dream not to sleep with Abraham's wife, Sarah, because they're lying. That is his wife, that's not his sister. And then Laban was warned to let his son-in-law Jacob go. Don't stop him. And then Solomon, as we're told, Solomon gets a blank check in his dream. And God tells him, what do you want? I mean, you're done so well, but not asking for anything but wisdom and understanding and knowledge. So God gave him a black check. God's going to give you all this wealth with it since you didn't ask for it. Isn't it something that these are dreams? I didn't realize these were dreams. I thought these were things that were happening, but these are dreams. And then Daniel dreams of 4 beasts, a lion, a tiger, and a bear. And then he dreams of a beast that has 10 horns that represents the kingdom. And then the prophet Samuel, he lies down to sleep in the temple of Shiloh before the ark, and he received the word of the Lord. Isn't that something to lay down to get the message? Boy, that's powerful. Samuel lays down before the Lord and basically takes a nap and let God pour into him. When you study your messages, I pray that you have some sense to lay down and let God, let God pour into you. It's not all about you. Let God speak through you. Do you still have dreams? That's the question on the table right now. Do you still have dreams? You see, as most of us age, we become frustrated. We become impatient. We become angry and bitter. We become stubborn, and some of us rebellious because we're losing faith. It's like, God, I've been living all these years and things just haven't went my way. I mean, things are not going my way. So let me assist you, Lord. Let me help you out. And so then we start trying to find loopholes and fixes to accomplish our dreams. As an example, we start playing the lottery. Now, I'm not judging you. I'm not against the lottery. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying we start trying to find ways to help God out. And some of you, you're gambling too much. I don't mean the lottery. No, you're gambling on men. Like, this man going to help me. Well, you're gambling on women. Yeah, this woman going. That's what we start doing. We start gambling, watch this, on our children. We start sacrificing their dreams, yes, to achieve our dreams. How sad is that? You start betting on your job, on your promotion. You start betting on that stuff, on your cars, on your jewelry, on your material things. And then you start betting on your body. Men and women, you start betting on your body. Yeah. You start betting with your body. I mean, you start betting on all this stuff because you're being distracted. You're being distracted because you lost faith. Yeah. You don't pray as much as you used to. You don't fast as much as you used to. You don't worship as much as you used to. You don't go to church as much as you used to. I mean, you know something's not right. I mean, when you feel like you're in a tight, when you feel like you're in a pinch, I mean, you feel like time is running out. And so you got to go out here and hustle. And don't get me wrong, I'm not against anyone hustling. But I want you to hustle yourself out of your salvation. Be careful. Be wise. Yes. Don't allow your age or your aging to abort your dreams. Who told you you couldn't have all the stuff that you want? I've heard the statement mentioned before, God blessed me greater in my latter days than my former days. Do you believe that? If you believe that, then receive that. I'm eavesdropping on some women's conversation. Listen to me here. I'm eavesdropping, I'm telling you. And I heard women talking to their daughters and telling their daughters, this is what you need in a man. You need a rich man. And I'm saying, wow, times have changed. It's like, whoa, don't that baby have dreams for herself? I mean, the first requirement that comes out of your mouth is that you need a rich man. A man who's tall, dark, and handsome. Not that he needs to be from a good family, not that he needs to have good morals, not that he needs to cherish you, not that he needs to love you like Christ loved the church, not that he needs to treat you like a queen. Yeah. Not that he needs to, watch this, he needs to be saved, not that he needs to be in church. And then you make this little statement, this little disclaimer, if you will, just in case God is listening, you make this statement, well, it'd be nice if he's saved. You make that little disclaimer at the end. But your whole thing is having your sons and daughters chase the rich and famous. And they're getting in trouble. Let me speak to every young person out there who's listening. Chase God with all your might, with all your strength. Chase God first. Yeah. You don't have time to chase your parents' dreams and what they didn't achieve. You don't have time for that. Young people, don't abort your dreams. No. Pursue them with everything you got. Everything you got. Yeah. Be like King David. Kill the lion, the verbal lion in your life. Recognizing that sometimes that verbal line, it's your parents' bad advice. Be like King David, kill the bear in your life. Recognizing that sometimes that bear is your friend's ungodly advice. Be like King David, kill the giants in your life. Recognizing that sometimes the giants, yeah, that voice in your own head that's telling you to abort your dreams, yeah, it's you. I'm telling you, it is so beautiful to have dreams. It's so beautiful to dream. But anyone who's trying to steal your dream, trying to abort your dream, please push back on them. Yeah, because our dreams are like birthing children. It takes a minute, don't get me wrong, it takes some time, but it's worth the wait. If you can wait, it's worth the wait. Your dreams are yours. They're nobody else's. They're like looking glasses, like looking into a dimension where God is showing you glimpses of things that He's already prepared for you. Take some time and tell God that you will carry your dreams to a full term and give birth to the favor that He's given you. You see, that's what you need to do. You need to be like Joseph and rejoice about your dreams. I don't remember the last time I really had a good dream that I could really share with you. Most of my dreams are lucid dreams where I'm aware of what I'm dreaming. And so I was asking God, so what are you sharing with me about my wife's dreams and about my brother's dreams? And this is what God shared with me, that sometimes I need to be encouraged. Sometimes I need to keep hope alive as well. And He was inspiring me. He showed me that it's like their dreams and my dreams, it's like a car battery. And the car battery is gone dead. And the only way to get this battery started up is I need to connect these jumper cables, if you will. The negative on the negative and the positive on the positive. I need these jumper cables connected so that I can get some juice. And my brother's dreams and my wife's dreams were giving me some juice so that I could be inspired, so that I could keep hope alive. That's what Joseph was doing. His brothers didn't see it. He was trying to inspire them as well. God was trying to inspire them, giving him those kingdom dreams. It should have been like jumper cables to them. It should have connected and it should have juiced them up a little bit to where they felt good about themselves and felt good about their family. But they took it the wrong way. You're probably taking it the wrong way as well. Yes, you're letting your crazy thoughts get in the way. Joseph was tossed into a pit. Then he was placed into prison. Then he was promoted into the palace and second only to Pharaoh himself, where his dreams and his interpretation of dreams were appreciated and honored. Sometimes you have to keep your dreams to yourself and only share them with people. Yeah, people who needs a connection, who needs a jump, who needs a charge. Those are the people who will honor your dreams, who will be happy to receive your dreams. Stop hanging around dead people. Stop hanging around broke people. Stop hanging around unintelligent people. Stop hanging around negative people. Stop hanging around, hateful people, prejudiced people. Stop hanging around people who are rebellious. Let me tell you something about dead people. Dead can't jumpstart dead. Listen to me. Broke can't jumpstart broke. No. Unintelligent can't jumpstart intelligence. If you're going to hang around people who are going places, who are doing things, hang around them. All those other people who are talking, who are trying to provoke you, people who are mocking you, calling you the dreamer, leave them alone. Get from around them. Listen to your children's teachers. You know, our teachers ask their children every year, what do you want to be, little Johnny? And little Johnny says, I want to be a nuclear scientist. And the teacher tells him, no, that's reaching too high. You might want to think of something else. Listen to that. Because of that teacher's limitation and thinking that your child has limitations, she don't know your child. She don't know what God has inside of him, what God is doing for him and with him. But she's trying to make him abort his dream at a very young age. You better talk to your children. You better listen to what their teachers are saying to them, because you don't want your child aborting something that he hasn't even started believing in yet. But if you're not careful, you'll believe in that teacher. And she's telling him to limit himself. No, I don't think so. She's trying to kill the dream within him. I'm telling you, watch, listen, yes, and be involved in your children's lives. Don't allow anyone to abort your dreams or your children's dreams. The king and the queen that lays dormant inside of you and inside of your seed. No, don't let anyone kill that. Remember your dreams or insight into what God has prepared for you. Here comes the dreamer. Remember, the mess that Jesus saves you out of, and remember the message that he saved you into, which is himself. Don't forget Romans 10:9. Confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart that God has raised him from the dead, and you too shall be saved. Remember, God is God. Now you go on with your bad self and be the dreamer that you are.